Hi everybody, this is Bev at Clark Vision, and here is what is going to be just a little update video. I have a bunch of CDs and records to show, so I thought I would just come on and do that. There's a batch I've got on pre-order. There's a few to be coming out in October, starting with the 1st of October actually. So I'll have some stuff coming in hopefully over the course of next month, assuming whatever the stuff is on the vinyl isn't delayed too long, but I'm kind of used to that now anyway. So, but meanwhile, I've picked up a few things here and there. Some I've ordered from the usual places, eBay, Amazon, stuff like that. Anyway, I found, no I didn't, so we'll just ignore what I was going to say there. But anyway, so let's get going. Starting off with the CDs, I guess. This one I've been wanting for a while, and I don't know too much about it, but it's a band, one of the bands I regard as a band I've always liked, one of my favourites, I guess, the Scorpions, and this is Return to Forever. Now, I think this is a much more recent 2016 release, and I believe, as far as I'm aware, I don't know much about this, to be honest, but I did want to pick up particularly this tour edition because it's a good package. A CD and 2 DVDs including unreleased material. So I assume it's a studio album from 2016. I've never heard anything from this, so I'm not really sure what the general collective thoughts are on this album, but I'm quite looking forward to hearing it. It'll be the newest Scorpions I have owned, and you get bonus tracks here as well. The CD, the actual album itself looks to be 12 tracks, and then you've got bonus tracks which are tracks 13 to 19, and you have 2 DVDs. One is a gig from live in Brooklyn, New York, and one is from live at the Hellfest Festival in France, both from 2015. You also have a documentary and some music videos, and track-by-track interviews, and stuff like that. So all in all, it looks like a lot of good content here. Return to Forever, I have still to listen to this yet, but with it being Scorpions, I was quite happy to pick it, and it was quite reasonably priced actually. And this has got 3 discs, and they're all kind of, I think it does open up. I just can't remember how. Oh, aye, it's slightly different. It's I've not quite had this kind of package before. I initially thought the 3 were all stuck on top of each other, but there is a little thing that you can flip it. So the 2 DVDs are here, one there and one there, and that's your CD with booklet, obviously. So yeah, that is Scorpions and Return to Forever. Let me know what you guys think of it, if it's any good. But the DVDs will interest me as well, because obviously it's got a whole load of songs from down the line. New release from September, absolutely ecstatic to get this. Blazing Stone's latest album, Damnation. Just Stormspelt Records. Fantastic. I really wanted to order the vinyl. When I asked about it, Cedric said that vinyl's delayed at the moment, so it's not, it will be available but later. So I just ordered the CD because I just wanted the album anyway. So as soon as the vinyl becomes available to order, I'll be in there. This is pirate metal, that Running Wild inspired kind of metal, but it's very pirate influenced. The whole theme is about the pirate theme. 10 tracks in total, although track 9 is a short kind of 20-second instrumental thing. Very cool actually. But this is a 10 out of 10, and it's going to be one of my albums of the year, I think. It's going to be up there, that's for sure. Just not sure how high up. So yeah, it describes it as rum-fueled pirate speed metal attack. Just so good. Really kind of my kind of thing, just uplifting, feel good kind of music. So yeah, and on this one, incidentally, I think there's a couple of new people featured in his band for Blazing Stone. One of them being Marta Gabriel. She does the bass guitar. So Marta Gabriel, if you haven't already figured out, because I've mentioned her a few times before, is the female behind Crystal Viper. She's the lead vocalist and bass player in that. She's also part of the Moonchamber project I recently spoke about. And so, of course, with Cedric Forsberg also being in Crystal Viper at the moment, Marta Gabriel's obviously contributing, so they're kind of working with each other in bands in that respect. So there we have it. Just absolutely wonderful stuff, great album, and definitely one of the year. Another two are new discoveries for me, kind of, and they're both 2021 releases as well, so they're kind of new as far as I'm aware. I don't know too much about the bands. This one is an EP. Incidentally, did I say that was Stormspell? Yes. The other two are also Stormspell releases. 2021. This one is Krillone. I think that's maybe how you say it anyway. Krillone, and it's an EP, Stories of Times Forgotten. There is 5 tracks on here. Again, fantastic artwork obviously on these things. The band is from Sweden, so some more Swedish goodness. It's kind of new wave of traditional heavy metal, with kind of lyrical content, fantasy kind of stuff, I guess. But the songs and music I really enjoy. Very good guitar work in here. There is the CD, kind of old school, traditional looking, not too much of a, well, not at all really, a picture CD. So yeah, fantastic stuff. You get a nice kind of piece of artwork as well on that bit as well. So yeah, I would encourage you guys to check these guys out if you're interested in a bit of another new band to check out. That's of the kind of the new wave of traditional metal kind of thing. Really excellent stuff. And the other one I discovered is an American band. I think they're out of Ohio, Emerald Rage. And I can't remember. No, I think, don't quote me on this, I'm not sure if this is their debut album or if they've released something previously. I really can't remember. I did look and I can't remember. But anyway, this is brand new 2021 release as well on Stormspell. As I say, High King is the name of the album, and again, this is fantastic. Describes it up here on this one as new wave of traditional heavy metal, basically. Really good stuff again, great guitars, kind of a bit of speed metal in here, and in a couple of places almost kind of thrash sounding elements, very, very fast, high energy, super riffs, just great, just guitars everywhere in this, and it's really good stuff. So I was really pleased to make a discovery of these guys as well, and they do come highly recommended. Emerald Rage and High King. So that's the CDs. Onto the vinyl. I decided the price dropped a little bit on this, so I grabbed it off Amazon. I wasn't eyeing up the CD actually. Delane are another band that I've kind of just recently been introduced to, thanks to Matt Weir. And I had sampled a couple other tracks. This is the latest release from Delane, and the last release from Delane as we kind of knew them. I think some of the members have gone their separate ways now. 2020 on Napalm Records. It's a double vinyl album. So I was eyeing up the CD, but because the vinyl dropped a little bit, I decided to pick up the LP. Apocalypse and Chill, kind of a cool cover there. She's relaxing with all the carnage happening in the background. This is obviously a picture of the band. Symphonic metal, these guys. And just on black vinyl. Really nice inner sleeve, the labels on the actual records. I thought they were very pretty actually. Candles and flowers. That's quite nice, I would say, but there you go. So they're all the same. And if I recall, yes, there is an inner that comes with this one, which has lyrics, and then you get that beautiful picture actually on here. There's the inner, and you have all the lyrics and stuff on here. So yep, really cool. I've still to listen to this one in full yet. As I said, I've just not had the chance. Been quite a busy week. Now another one I picked up. I actually picked this one up a while ago. I forgot to show it actually, but this is another really good discovery, and I was actually tipped off on this by a good friend of mine, Jim Davies, happened to mention it to me, and I went and investigated. Fantastic, again, another just a new wave of traditional heavy metal band, but very inspired by the new wave of British heavy metal era. That kind of vibes about them. They are called Absolute Power, and you know, look at that. Doesn't really get much more metal than that, does it, people? So, and it's a self-titled release on that label there, Metal Bees Enterprises. Anyway, but yeah, now this band is from Birmingham in the UK, and formed by, I've just got their Bandcamp down here so I would recall. It says it's a heavy metal labour of love that took many years to come into existence. People that have supported and helped out with the project are Brian Tatler of Diamond Head, John Walker of Cancer, Ian Treacy of Meathook, and the one and only Tim Ripper Owens. He guest sings on one of the tracks. Which track is it here? Raging Pursuer, which is track 3 here. So yeah, you've got guest vocals by Tim Ripper Owens. So I say again, people, highly recommended. Really excellent stuff. Just again, modern heavy metal in the vein of the old new album. Fantastic stuff. There's no inner sleeve with it, but that doesn't really matter. And it's just, again, it's on black vinyl, and you get the inner label thing. Same on both sides. So yeah, honestly, another great band. Now, actually, this album is not a 2021 release, believe it or not. It was initially, I'm sure I read on, was it Discogs? It was released originally only on CD in, I think, something like, was it 2016? Something like that. And then, obviously, this is a reissue on vinyl. It's limited to so many pressings. So the vinyl has just recently come out. But yeah, another awesome discovery. Then the next one I got isn't metal at all actually, but this album here, which I've had on CD, and even the CD's tricky to get, this is Big Country's The Buffalo Skinners. Now the vinyl version of this was, or is, a grail for me, because you can't get it unless you're, you know, mega rich. It was released in 1993, hence the reason why it's super expensive, obviously. The CD as well isn't overly cheap, but it's a blooming sight cheaper than the record. Now, this has just been reissued on vinyl this year, but I have been informed that a friend's getting this for me for Christmas, so I've not to buy it, which is fair enough. But released along at the same time as the album was a live gig from the Buffalo Skinners tour, kind of the end of their tour. That live album has been re-released again as well, because that was also, I think it was 1994 that was originally released. But I think, did it only come out on CD and there was a vinyl pressing a little bit later? But anyway, you can't get that for love nor money either. And the original, yeah, there was an original vinyl, because the original vinyl was only on one record, and it was just part of the concert, whereas it's been re-released, remastered and all the rest of it, without the air of a safety net, Big Country Live, and this is at the Barrowlands Dance Hall in Glasgow from the year 1990, was it right at the end of 93? December 93. So I think it is basically New Year. I think it was the 30th, the 29th to the 30th of December. Yeah, 29th of December at Glasgow, 30th at Newcastle, and the 31st they were on Hogmanay, they were at Aberdeen. So this is a triple album set. You get the full concert. The first record, both sides, is actually acoustic versions of all these tracks, because when they explain in the write-up here, there is your trifold sleeve, and you've got a record in each section. But when you read this little bit of write-up here, they explain when they were on tour in America, a couple of places they went, they had issues with the power failed because of the weather or something, so they had to do, off the cuff, they had to do like an acoustic set. And it turns out some of the tracks acoustically were well received, so they brought some of them into their set for the rest of the tour apparently. So you got the first record, as I say, is acoustic, and then, as Stuart Adamson himself says, we're bringing out the loud guitars later, he says. They do, obviously, so for the next two records you've got the regular electric guitars. Absolutely wonderful. What a gem of a concert this is, what a gem of a band they are. Yeah. So I went and I picked this up. I just thought I have to have this as well. That is the hype sticker, which I don't know if you can read it. It's without the aid of a safety net, 2021 remaster, the complete Glasgow Barrowlands 93 concert, 3LP deluxe edition, pressed on 180 gram vinyl. And yeah, it's just black vinyl. They all come in poly-lined inners. Lovely presentation in its own chrysalis. Or specifically, it's the Chrysalis catalogue. So I guess Chrysalis have obviously got the rights to this. I can't remember what their original label was back in the day, actually. They've got a couple of their original 80s records there. But what a great sound, fantastic show. And as I say, this was on the Buffalo Skinners tour for 93. Absolutely wonderful. So I was really chuffed to get this, and I can't wait to get my Buffalo Skinners, which I know is coming. But I'm okay with that. I've got the CD, obviously, just now. I've waited. I can wait. So I'm really excited about that. And where are we now? And the very last one is an original, which I found quite cheap on eBay, and it's Heart, self-titled, from 1985. I have this on CD, but I've never had it on record. And when I saw this going really cheap, and it was in really good condition, and it is in good condition, I just gave it a little bit of a wipe down. So the cover's nice and shiny. Very minimal wear. So for 1985 record, it's been really well looked after. The inner sleeve is lovely as well. And the record itself, from Capitol Records here. There it is. It's very good plus. There's a few light surface marks, one or two audible noises, but nothing, you don't hear anything once the music's going. So I was really happy to grab this. Sounds fantastic. No warps or any of that nonsense that you get today. Yeah, this, I never owned this back in the day because I taped half the songs off the radio, the ones that were released as hits back in the day, and then some years later I picked up the CD out of HMV, and finally I have the record. So great album, this fantastic 80s piece of class. So that is my update for now, guys, and hope you're all doing well. I've been really busy lately. I'm still planning on the review of the extreme, if you like, metal CDs that Jim Davies sent me a few months back. I am still hoping to just get a wee thing out to talk about them briefly, let you know what I think of them, amongst other things. So, and there'll be possibly a contest entry or two coming through as well soon, just to support other channels. Meanwhile, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in another video. Bye just now.